There's an article in The Guardian today about the big word on all scientists' lips, scary. And it's difficult to be scared all the time. But emissions are up, atmospheric concentrations are up, temperature, sea levels, hunger, they're all rising. We know all of that. But there's also something we know which is far more incriminating of all of us here, which is the talks and agreements at the UNFCCC over the past decades have not managed to change any of that. Instead, they consistently move the goalposts. Back in May '92, when the UNFCCC was formed, member states agreed to cut emissions to stabilize atmospheric carbon at 354 parts per million by 2000, 22 years ago. But annual emissions climbed 65% since then, and we're at an all-time high last year. Faced with the bad news, some experts are asking myself and my colleagues to calm down. They finally admit that, okay, it's already worse than we thought it would be, but don't worry, it's not going to be as bad as we thought it would be. They say we just need all societies on the planet to throw their emissions into high-speed reverse, have negative emissions technologies prove all independent analysis right and actually be useful, and also be blessed with some climate luck from the ecosystems that we've already disturbed being friendly to us rather than amplifying what we've done wrong. Opinion surveys now regularly show that vast numbers of people don't believe that that's going to happen, especially the young and increasingly numbers of people across the global south. In response, we see the professional talk shoppers criticize folks for being too negative. Today, we're going to hear from Dr. Ye Tao about some of the awkward science on climate change currently ignored, about a net zero paradox.
And the history of the IPCC has been consistently underestimating how much cooling this pollution is providing. So in the assessment report 5, the center value was 0.9 watt per meter squared, that's hidden. But by AR6, it was up to 1.3 watt per meter squared, that's hidden. In the curious special report 1.5 degrees, in order for the resulting temperature curves to not cross 1.5 degrees very quickly, the modelers arbitrarily chose 0.7 watt per meter squared, even though that's contrary to evidence and everything we know. Not only did they have to arbitrarily use a smaller input parameter, which we know is false, they also had to shift the baseline down by about 0.15 degrees, just so that we do not have immediate crossing of 1.5 degrees when the simulation stopped to fossil fuel emissions.